Welcome into Task Arena for Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball here. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, Jonathan running camera, and we're all set for Hobbs girls' second match at home, but they've been busy. The Hobbs girls are coming off of a road trip to El Paso where they played in a tournament, and they had 4 matches. They won one of those 4. They were beaten by Organ Mountain, El Paso, either High or Consolidated, and Jefferson, but they beat Bel Air. So coming off of that tournament's a great way to get a lot of work in just a couple of days and be able to come back and work on what you saw, what you felt, what the game films are telling you, and they've had that yesterday and today, and now it's time tonight to put what they learned in those games and following that into practice against Portales tonight in another non-district match. And they're of course building the best record they can and the best team they can to get highest performance possible when they do start district later on. It feels like it's a long ways away, but it will pass before you know it. So we're here tonight as they take on Portales, and hopefully it's going to be another win for them. They were able to beat Lovington here last week, but Lovington did not make it easy for them. Lovington took them to the wall in just about every set, even though the Lady Eagles swept them 3-0. They were still tough, long sets, and good job, for the Lovington girls early in their season, and for the Hobbs girls, nice, to get that win. So they are officially 2-3 on the season coming into tonight's match against Portales, who is just starting their season with this match tonight, TJ.
Well, they certainly are, and a little bit behind are the Portales Lady Rams. Bailey Greenwald, the head coach for Portales, and not sure the reason why it's taken them basically 2 weeks after everybody else has. There's a lot of things it could be, but for whatever reason, they start their season tonight. Of course, Portales, familiar opponent for Lee County fans in the same district as Lovington for basically forever, and a lot of experience on this Portales team, and names you and I were joking off the air a little while ago. It seems like we've been calling some of these girls names since they were in like the 3rd grade for volleyball and basketball and softball.
You bet. Multiple sports, and smaller towns, you see that a lot. So, and that may be part of the reason why, I don't know. Maybe a lot of these girls, playing multiple sports coming off of the summer at multiple, camps and traveling in different places, and coming off of, fair and rodeo season along eastern New Mexico for these girls in Portales, Curry County, Roosevelt County. So, as you said, a lot of reasons why, but you have to start somewhere and sometime, and for Portales, that sometime and that some places tonight here at Tasker Arena against the Hobbs Lady Eagles, who looked pretty good for early in the season last week. And you talk about returning names and building on talent. Hobbs has definitely got some good leadership on the floor, with players coming in. We have junior Mackenzie Porter, junior Isabella Miller. You've got junior Jayla David. It seems like there's a name that we've been talking about for years. It seems she's just a junior now, but man, she has been a really good talent in multiple sports, and a real standout in volleyball as well. Brianna Dunlap, another junior. Also Jalen Strickland, a junior. She is the libero for the team. Also Melanie Lentz, a senior. She had some good, she saw some good minutes in that game last week again against Lovington. Junior Kendall Cunningham, again, a multiple sport standout and a real asset on the volleyball court as well. And really, it's a team effort. What impressed me last Tuesday is that even early in the season, you had a lot of girls in rotation playing different positions in the rotation and doing well and in the stats, several of them, certainly Jayla David and Kendall Cunningham stood out with their 15, 16, 17 kills, right? Blocks and aces, but you also had a lot of other girls doing well serving, and you had other aces and other kills and other blocks, with a good team effort across the board. So I like that. It's not just one or two players. You've got to have those super talented players and leadership on the court, but you also have to have the sure hand. You've got to have the libero, who often doesn't get in the stats in any form, but she's often hitting the ball. She makes first contact. She's in on every single volley that takes place. on the court. So it's really good to see the Hobbs girls showing up so solidly early on in this season.
Well, it is, and a lot for the Hobbs Lady Eagles to work on, too. Of course, first-year head coach Savannah Stockton taking over this program, and a lot for them to work on. Of course, as you mentioned, we mentioned some of those names, and was when I was getting the rosters earlier, noticed Jayla David averaging just over 16 kills per match.
Amazing.
And that is very amazing. So something that they can build on in the outside hitter position. Kendall Cunningham not far behind her in that statistic. So it's just a matter, okay, you've got the outside hitter positions taken care of. Now it's working on the rest of the positions and making sure that they're where they need to be, where they want to be,
right,
and that they're setting up and making good sets for those outside hitters.
Yeah, and the transitions. I think a lot of what you're talking about too is being in the right place at the right time, and that takes working ahead, planning ahead, being where you are, but also planning for the next place where you need to be, making those transitions from offense to defense, and making those good transitions, and making as few mistakes as possible. We saw some early season.
A lot of unforced errors.
Yeah, we saw some early season mistakes coming in as far as not so many net violations as front row, back row, violations, out of position hitting, and some hitting errors, from the service line. So those are things that you can clean up and work on as a team, definitely. And I know the Hobbs Lady Eagles are and have, and certainly getting that tournament experience over the weekend, I'm sure was very helpful. Even though on paper it looks like win 1, lose 3, but the experience that you get from those is it's just irreplaceable. So that's what you want to do as a coach is use those and that experience to really build on and get sharp and do that early in the season while you have the luxury, to do that and really work on things. And for Portales, well, they're going to be coming out and getting their feet wet, first thing on the court. And Hobbs needs to come into this and not take for granted anything about Portales. Portales, of course, a 4A school. Hobbs is 5A, but Portales was pretty solid last year. I mean, they certainly gave Lovington all they could handle in a lot of matches, and they were not shabby in their own district last year.
Well, no, they weren't. I think they wound up either second or third in that district. I want to say they wound up third in a late season loss to Goddard last year. But a lot of experience coming back for this Portales team, and they're a team that has a lot of history out on the volleyball court. And we mentioned it earlier. Names that you and I have been calling for Lovington sports for years and years and years. And they've got some talent, and they've got some experience, and they've got some girls that, like Hobbs, especially in the outside hitter position, can really hurt you if you let them. Tyra Rippey, Ebony Fulfer, Audrey Payton, Miley Bonda, they are all capable of really, if the set's right and they're feeling it and they've got their body positioning right, can really slam it home and be very hard to defend. Of course, first game of the season for them means there's going to be some rust that they have to work off, certainly. But, yeah, you're absolutely right. Hobbs cannot take this team too lightly, or Hobbs could be going, oh, what happened, and sitting instead of at 500 on the season at 2-4.
Yeah, they definitely want to come out with a win against this team tonight in this match, and I think they're going to want to be doing some things that I thought they were doing well last game. The last time we saw them on the court against Lovington was watching and really controlling the ball, not killing it if they didn't have to. I mean, they achieved a lot of kills, but they didn't have to slam it always. They didn't have to spike it and slam it home. Sometimes it was about looking and seeing if the team was expecting that, then coming over with a really soft fingertip roll, or just placing the ball down right there in front of the front row gently, or between the front and the middle rows beyond the 10-foot line, placing that ball very well and using only the force that was necessary. Some of the things they need to work on is a lot of times they get over eager and they know, they see, they have the position, they have the speed and the power, and they kill it, but it goes long. A lot of times they're using just a little too much force and hitting across, and instead of down, and they're just hitting out of bounds sometimes when they have a chance to go ahead and kill it. Hit it a little shorter, maybe paint the line right there, get it just inside the back line or the corners, and not hit that long, not let the adrenaline of the moment, overtake them, and really target the ball better, target their hits better, look more quality hits. And but other than that, they had some really nice long volleys against Lovington, some good transitions, and just looking for more of that in this match against Portales tonight. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back and continue to get you ready for this match. It's Hobbs Volleyball here at Tasker Arena. You're watching and listening on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Your comfort is our concern. Tech air conditioning and heating.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new cooling system, A-Tech Air Conditioning and Heating, your Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort.
Your comfort is our concern. A-Tech air conditioning and heating. Call 392-5307. A-Tech.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Devon Energy is proud to support Hobbs High School athletic programs. By partnering with Hobbs, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eagles!
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
And welcome back to Tasker Arena. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan on camera. And you are watching Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com, and hopefully on our cool Facebook page as well. Well, we are getting ready. We have about 4 minutes left on the pregame clock, the pre-match clock here, getting ready for Hobbs versus Portales. And we've been talking about the lead up to this in terms of the season so far for Hobbs. And we have a treat up in the booth tonight as well. We have our owner of the company here, and Trey Nolan is dropping in. He's been visiting us here at our stations yesterday, today, and it's nice. He knew we were going to be doing some volleyball here, and he came up to watch and listen and see this action for himself, and we certainly welcome him up here in the booth. We're alone at this point, so we're up in the Eagles Nest, kind of dark. They've been having a problem with the lighting up here, and I think they don't quite have that fixed. That's okay. We've got enough light to work by, and we can see. But it's
didn't think we were going to need to bring the lamp tonight, but
we have mood lighting here tonight, a little bit up here in the Eagles Nest, and we are getting ready for Hobbs versus Portales, the season opener for the Portales Lady Rams. But Hobbs girls are looking to try to get to a 3-3 record after tonight if they can take care of business here and beat the Lady Rams. And they have buzz the girls. I think we're getting ready here in just a minute or so, probably a minute or two, for our national anthem coming up. We'll take that break and let you know. But I think something we touched on that's going to be key for tonight, Hobbs has got to really work on service and not giving away serves and points on their serve. They have a number of girls. What I am impressed about is in rotation, there are hardly any weak spots in terms of serving. I think this is something individual skill-wise, you can work on that without the team. When you're a volleyball player, this is something that you want to work on, by yourself when you can, or, in just 2s and 3s when you're breaking up and working on drills. And that's something that individually I think they're working so that they don't have weak spots, so they don't have to watch the rotation and try to sub somebody in to get a stronger server when that girl is coming up in rotation. And they're doing pretty well, but they do have some instances where they gave serve over to Lovington so many times, and Lovington was able to keep serve and make several points, and the momentum in the match shifted several times. Lovington was able to stay alive and really take them deep into all 3 sets because of that. So that's one thing that I know the Hobbs girls probably have been working on and looking to do better on tonight.
Well, you've got to think that they have been. And again, early in the season, you're going to get more of those unforced errors as the game time jitters and the game time adrenaline gets going. And in practice, every time you just hammer it. Well, when you get the adrenaline going, sometimes you hit it just a little bit harder, or you hit it just a little bit different off the hand.
Sure.
You haven't quite redeveloped the muscle memory yet, but now that Hobbs is in their 6th game of the season, expect to, have a lot of that out of the system. And probably something we are going to see a lot of improvement on, I would guess.
All right, so let's go down the rosters, and we'll tell you, and we may get interrupted again with the national anthem here in a moment. But for Portales, under head coach Bailey Greenwald, you have number 1, Audrey Payton, number 2, Abion Taveros, number 3, Mariah Velasco, number 4, Alondra Acosta, number 6, Angel or Angel Ornelas, number 7 is Miley Banda, number 8 is Addison Ainsworth, number 10 is Brenna Jewell, number 11 is Ebony Fulfer, number 12 is Taya Rippey, number 13 is Skylar Massey, and number 15 is Sydney Massey. And a lot of experience, as almost everybody on this Portales roster is a junior or a senior. There is one sophomore, and that's Skylar Massey, and she's your 5'11" player. So, you can certainly...
And I believe she's been on varsity since she was an 8th grader.
Yeah, exactly. So that's your roster for Portales. For Hobbs, number 1 is Zayla Mitchell, number 2, Mackenzie Porter, number 3, Isabella Miller, 4 is Madison Palacios, 5 is Yenesis Serrano, number 6 is Jayla David, 7 is Brianna Dunlap, 8 is Annette Ray, 9 is Jalen Strickland, 10 is Madeline Lintz, 11 is Camry Bennett, 12 is Kendall Cunningham, 13 is Anaya Vaughn, and 14 is Briseda Segovia. And your head coach, Savannah Stockton. So that's your roster for the Hobbs girls, and again, a nice mixture of sophomores, juniors, and just one senior. Just one senior. That's amazing. That speaks so well for next season and the season after that, as Hobbs continuing to build a stronger and stronger volleyball program. So we'll take a break and have our national anthem and be back with more Hobbs Lady U Volleyball from Tasker Arena.
Hello to Extra Dough from TDS. Order high-speed internet, TV, and phone and get a $500 prepaid MasterCard. Say again? New TDS customers who bundle internet, TV, and phone get a $500 prepaid MasterCard. All backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee. Internet speeds up to 1 gig available. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. 2-year commitment required. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details. The card is issued by Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC, pursuant to a license from MasterCard International Incorporated.
Eastern New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we're proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Forest Tire. Mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But The new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
And welcome back to Tasker Arena. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan on camera. You're watching, listening to Hobbs Volleyball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com and Cool Facebook page. We are here getting ready as they are starting to announce the teams. We've already given you the team rosters and rundown of the girls. And just looking here, our outside hitter specialists are going to be Palacios, Brianna Dunlap, Camry Bennett, and Anaya Vaughn. Our setting specialists are Mackenzie Porter. You've got Annette Ray, and of course Madeline Lintz as well. And your libero is Jalen Strickland, and she is again key to the team, as she is going to have at least one hit on almost every serve that is made for Hobbs. And there's a lot of pressure on that position. You got to have somebody with really sure hands to get initial contact up, quality first hit, so that you can have a second and third hit and try to make a point on that serve. And coming over and looking at the roster for Portales, your setting specialist is Banda. You've got Massey is listed as their middle hitter specialist, and she is your 5'11" girl. You got to figure that she's going to be in the outside hitting position on the left or right as well with that height, and probably at the net ready to block as well. Outside hitter position as well for Portales is Payton, and that's it. They're kind of light on indicating, who their girls are in terms of the positions that they're expected to play. But you have some real versatile players in Hobbs, and we mentioned that before, that you've got a lot of girls who are in the game for a lot of minutes, and they're simply shifting from front row, back row, through the rotation, and able to play in different positions and play well in the outside hitter locations, at the net for blocking, and in support in the front and the back rows. TJ.
Well, they certainly are, and key, I think, for the Lady Eagles, get out fast and just go ahead and put it away, but it means you don't make mistakes.
Fewest mistakes probably wins. That's often, with any sport. That's easy to say, harder to do. And with these two teams, they have seen each other before with so many returning players on both teams. They played each other last season. This is their first meeting this season. Of course, the season opener for Palace, but Hobbs again looking, I think, as you said, TJ, get out to an early start, try to really dominate possession, hang on. The team that serves more wins more, and you want to hang on to your service and not give that up and not give up points, whether it's going to be at the service line or in the volleys and at the net. So we are just about ready to get this one tipped off here at Tasker Arena.
Both teams wearing white. I think somebody didn't get the memo. They needed to have alternate color jerseys tonight. But Hobbs is on the right. Portales is on the left, in case you couldn't tell.
Right, and Hobbs in the white jerseys with the black numbers, and Portales on the left in the white jerseys with the gold numbers. I think that's gold.
Red.
Is it red?
They're red,
okay,
yeah.
There's it's so dim up here, it's a little hard to see. But yes, a red. And Portales is serving, and the first serve is up and long, and that's Miley Banda with a service error. And that's going to give the ball immediately over to the Hobbs girls. And we will have, let's see, serving back there. I think Lintz is serving. Nice serve. Portales handles that. Third hit coming. And blocked at the net. Nice job as at the net. And number 12, Kendall Cunningham, and number 8, Annette Ray.
Actually, that was Jayla David.
Jayla David. All right, thank you very much. Again, it's a little difficult to see from up here, but a double block with Cunningham and David. The serve is a good one, and Portales cannot handle that. As off in the left corner, I believe that was Taya Rippey. Nope, that was number 13, Massey, Skylar Massey. And she's named Skylar. I think that she's sky high in terms of height, well named there. But an error on her hit gives the point to Hobbs. And another, this is a nice serve as that died just just beyond the 10-foot line. It just died, and Skylar Massey, who had to go back to the line to try to get the second hit last time, she had to dive forward and couldn't make it just in time. So 2 more points, or 1 more point for Hobbs, and they're up 4-0. Third contact coming by Portales over the net. Strickland sets up Kendall Cunningham, and she gives the big boom, and Portales was able to dig that and make a return. And now third hit by Jayla David, saved by Portales. Third hit coming, and a stab again dug by Hobbs. Third contact coming. Great volley that we've got going on. Third contact coming for Portales, and they hit it over. As now it's up to Kendall Cunningham. She puts a big boom on an out of bounds. We talked about that with a lot of times Hobbs, and you know what? A lot of times the Hobbs girls will be in position. They'll have time to spot where they want to put it, and still just a little too many Wheaties, a little too much power there.
And some of that's body positioning too, and just a little bit off as the arm comes over and down.
Right. Sometimes it's the timing of the jump, but the point to Portales and the serve, and Hobbs once again, a long ball hit from that outside hitter right location. Give the point to Portales, and they've got the serve, and it's going to be Skylar Massey back behind the line for the Lady Rams. 4-2, Hobbs leading, and that serve is long, so give the point and the serve back to Hobbs. So 5-2, your Lady Eagles leading on what's been a pretty good match so far. Portales showing up pretty well, able to dig a couple of really hard stabs by Hobbs. Nice serve. Skylar Massey with first contact. Third coming, a free ball over the net for Hobbs, and they set up Jayla David at the net. A soft one over. Portales digs it. Third contact coming. Free ball over. Now they set up Kendall Cunningham, and she nails it. It looks like it was just inside. I think it was 6-2 now. Hobbs, and a beautiful kill by Kendall Cunningham.
And she took a little bit off of that one and gave herself a little bit more time. It's like she took a deep breath and just kind of settled her nerves in and get the point.
She placed the ball a little bit better and got the point. Hobbs keeps serve. Third contact coming. Ooh, Portales with a soft one over the net. And Ontiveros tried to sneak that in. Jayla David said, blocked at the net. Give her second block of the match.
She needs to do the Dikembe thing, although I think they probably whistle you for that now.
Probably. So Hobbs serving. That's Dunlap doing the honors. Third contact by Portales and the right-hand side. A little tough one. Hobbs handles that. Kendall Cunningham, again, just a little too strong and long outside the line. So that's going to be a side error and give the point and the serve to Portales. So 7-3. Your score now, Lady Eagles leading, but that's going to be, I believe, Ornelas back. That's number 6, Ornelas back to serve. And Hobbs handles it. Third contact coming, and too strong, as that was nice hit by Segovia in that outside hitter location on the left side for Hobbs. Nice spin on that ball, and Portales just couldn't do anything with it. So that's a kill for Segovia. Hobbs with the serve. Jayla David back to do the honors. And it's going to be long. And again, we talked about that. Hobbs needing to watch the adrenaline on the serves and put all that good power to use by holding serve and making the point. 8-4. Hobbs still with a nice lead, but Portales serving. Third contact coming from the outside hitter location, left side. That's Isabella Miller with her first kill of the match. She had a good match against Lovington last Tuesday and had several kills, so nice work. Good left-handed punch over the net. And Kendall Cunningham back to serve for Hobbs, and that's an error on serve. Give the point to Portales. It's tough to see a really nice point followed by an error and give it up. And Kendall's very talented, don't get me wrong. Oh, and Segovia with a nice little fingertip roll over the net, but Portales was ready for it. But then they attempted to slam it over, and a nice block as number 3, Miller and Segovia were both at the net. Give them both a block.
No, point goes to Portales.
Portales got it.
Foot fault or over the line, I think, on one of them.
So not a net violation, but violation at the net. So Portales with the point. Thank you, TJ. And Hobbs putting it over. Nice work at the net coming up. Nice transition there. Catching Portales a little out of position and really not in a good position enough to get a quality hit back over the net.
Cunningham gets the kill and slammed it home right into the face of Rippey over there.
So Hobbs will have the point and the serve, and that's the libero Strickland back to do the honors. Nice serve. Third contact coming by Portales. And third contact now by Hobbs. And that is slipped over the net by Dunlap. Portales ready for it. And, ooh, just sneaks over the net. Third contact now. Nice one by Dunlap as she puts it really close to the back line. And Portales, again, not in a good enough position to make a quality hit. So Dunlap with a kill. And the point goes back to Hobbs. Strickland serving again. 11-6 is your score. Lady Eagles with a 5-point lead here in this first set at Tasker Arena. Third hit coming. Free ball over. An opportunity for Hobbs. Third hit now. A nice attempted kill, but Portales, hits it over, and they caught Hobbs sleeping just a little bit. They expected for her to set it for somebody else to come in with the kill, and instead she put it over. And I think that was Fulfer.
Yeah, it was. Just put it where.
Just put it right
where
there,
they ain't.
right on the 10-foot line, and nobody could get it in time. So credit where credit's due. A good point for Portales, but now Hobbs trying to survive a good volley. A nice one. Segovian, the outside hitter, right side location, looked and
that was Lentz over there.
Okay.
Number 10.
Number 10. I've got her as 14. Okay. So that was a kill for Lentz. My apologies. And Lentz really saw exactly where she needed to hit the ball right between the rows, and she placed that ball. So it was nice, really nice control, ball control. Hobbs with the point and the serve, and that's going to be long. So too many Wheaties as Zaya Mitchell with an error on serve give the point and the serve back to Portales. 12-8 is your score now.
About the only thing that hadn't gone Hobbs' way. That's 3 errors on service, so 3 of the 8 points for Portales have gone because Hobbs has just put it a little far.
And Strickland with good contact. And it goes out of bounds, though. I think Jayla David got there, and she was kind of just mistimed it. By the time she got up to make contact with the ball, it hit just a little funny off of her hand, off of her fist, the right side, and just enough to take it out of bounds. So give the point to Portales, and they're serving. Hobbs' third contact coming. Jayla David pushing it over, but Portales with the block at the net. Now it's, a nice kill from number 7. That is Dunlap again. And right there where she needed to be. Nice timing up on her jump and putting it across.
And she's been in good position. And one thing about Dunlap is she's always seems to be in the right position, but she doesn't try to overdo it.
And nice serve. Not any spin on that, but it was a good serve. Enough that Portales could still put it into play, but it's creating a nice volley. And Hobbs with a chance to kill it, and it goes just a little long. I don't think that hit the line. So Cunningham with hitting it just a little bit long. Give the ball and the point to Portales. That's number 13. That's Skylar Massey back to serve for the Lady Rams. And it goes long. So turn the ball right back over.
And that's Massey's
Hobbs.
second service error.
Right. 14-10, Hobbs maintaining that 4-point lead now. It was 4-0. It was 8-4. It's 12-8. It's 14-10. Good serve. Third hit coming by Portales, and off the hands of Lentz there as she put up that hand and then looked back thinking, is somebody back there to be able to grab that ball? And nobody was. It was too far back at the line. So
first kill for Payton officially.
Right. And the point for Portales. They maintain serve. A nice serve, and going back for it was Mitchell, but she was so low it was hard for her. She just barely, it was like she tried a pancake, trying to get her hand up off enough to save it, and not. So second point off of the serve there for Portales. As Ornelas has a deceptive serve. It just goes behind that 10-foot line and kind of dies. This one, Hobbs able to return, punches it over. Nope, it's a point for Portales. She was out of bounds on that right side when she made contact with the ball. So
just
third
like that
straight
tie.
point. Yeah, third straight point for Portales off of the serve by Ornelas. And that's a net serve. So give the point to Hobbs, and they get the ball back. 15-14 in this first set as Hobbs Lady Eagles fighting against Portales.
And we kind of saw this a little bit against Lovington last week, which I'll finish the thought in a minute.
Good serve. No, it goes long.
Nope, it was
nope,
in.
It was
Ace.
in? Okay. Thank you. I thought it was just a little long, and I thought her flag went down to indicate that it was out. But Jayla David with an ace. And that is going to go long. So an error on serve and a point for Portales. Then it's back to a 1-point match, 16-15 in this first set. Portales serving. And that is going to go just long. Boy, it just missed hitting the line, but it was out. So I think there was a little question about that. They have not put it up on, now they finally do. They put the point up on the board, 17-15. So Hobbs serving. Good serve. Third contact coming. A little push over out. Oh, it's out of bounds.
Nope, it was in.
No, it was in? All right.
So that'll be Addison Ainsworth. She'll get credit for the kill.
The kill, that's right. And 2 points off of the serve, so. That's number one, Payton serving, and just a lack of communication as it went and hit in that back left corner, and Cunningham and David both looking at that, and I think they both thought the other one might be going back to get it, but it was a good serve, and another point, call it an ace. Third contact by Hobbs. Ooh, a nice one, a hard one, but Portales digs it. Now third contact coming as a good volley. Strickland hits it, and now they get it over to Segovia. It's blocked at the net and put back over, and Hobbs just cannot get it and get a quality touch in time. Portales leads this one for the first time in this match, 18-17. Number one, Payton still serving. Third contact coming, attempted kill. Portales a little trouble with it, but it's punched back over. And now the set for Jayla David. She attempts to kill, and it goes in the net. Wow. So Portales with the point, 19-17. Hobbs wants to talk about it. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Hobbs Lady Volleyball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Divine Energy Services in the Permian Basin. Divine is more than just an amazing partner in the oil field. They are committed to the youth in the Permian Basin as well. From academics to athletics, you can be assured that Divine is supporting it. Remember Divine Energy for all of your oil field needs. Divine Energy Services, supporting the Permian Basin and the Hobbs Eagles since 2006. And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com and on Cool Facebook page. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle along with Jonathan running camera, and we're here in the first set of this match against Portales, and Portales has taken the lead, and for the first time in this match, 19-17 your score. They have the serve with Payton, and now third hit by Hobbs is too long as Segovia and the outside hitter side on the left, too long. So that error again now gives Portales a 3-point lead, 20-17. Payton still back serving. Third contact coming. Segovia, a little fingertip roll, but they're going to say the point is for Hobbs. I think a net violation.
Yep.
I think it was maybe a palm ball, but a violation for Portales is going to give the ball back to Hobbs. Strickland will be back to serve. Hobbs needs to make up some points. They trail by 2, 20-18. Good serve by Strickland. Third contact coming. Little soft one over. A set. Oh, and was it out or did it hit in? It was in, just inside. As I was waiting to see, it looked like it was in to me, but I wanted to make sure they didn't call that out. So a nice point for Dunlap. Another kill for her. Strickland back to serve again, 20-19. And that is going to be long for an error on serve and give the point to Portales. Now they're back to a 2-point lead, 21-19.
Well, and this is, again, what we saw against Lovington last week. They got out to a fast start, and then through the errors and through unforced mistakes, let Lovington back into it, just like we're seeing tonight.
Strickland setting up Dunlap. Dunlap puts it over. Oh, and again, Hobbs has really got to watch. They get lulled into 3 contacts, over on third contact. And when somebody who normally sets the ball pushes it over, it's taking Hobbs by surprise. Good serve by Portales. Nice hit. Portales digs it. Third contact coming. Attempted boom, and it's long. So that is an error on Massey. And give it back to Hobbs. So now Hobbs 22 to should be 21. They haven't put the point up yet.
22-20, I think that's right.
Oh, okay, 22-20. So still a 2-point lead for Portales. Hobbs with the ball. And that is Mitchell serving. And they're going to give the point to Hobbs. A net violation, yeah. No, double palmed the ball. Okay, couldn't see what the official was saying over there, but I did see the point was.
It was a very. I mean, it wasn't emphatic. It was just kind of.
Yeah. But hey, Hobbs will take the point. You bet. 22-21, a 1-point lead, and Hobbs with the serve, and it's going to go long. So again, getting a point, following it up by giving the point and giving the serve back to Portales. 23-21. 2-point lead, and that is number 7, Bonda, who's going to serve for Portales. She does have an error on serve. Last time she served in rotation. And this is going to be a good serve, but a trouble as third contact coming, and Jayla David just can't get to it. It was not a quality hit, on the second hit. Not a quality touch. Hobbs was just doing what they could to try to keep the ball in play. And Jayla David just could not get it over the net. So the point to Portales. Hobbs coming back. And a big boom by Jayla David, but Portales digs it. And now, again, Skylar Massey up in that outside hitter location on the left, but hits it into the net. So give the point to Hobbs. And now they're still in it, 24-22, serving, trailing by 2. And that, is a net serve, but it goes over, and that's legal, and that's a point for Hobbs. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. You can't really practice those net serves, but when they happen and they're in your favor, it certainly does feel good.
Third ace for Lentz, by the way.
And 24-23, Portales with a 1-point lead and a timeout being taken. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball from Tasker Arena.
Success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball at Tasker Arena here, where out of the timeout, it's the first set, a nail-biter, 24-23, Portales leading by 1, but Hobbs serving. Third hit coming by Portales. Hobbs digs it. Strickland sets it. Kendall Cunningham with a ball over the net. No way to handle that. It was spinning. I think they expected a big boom from Cunningham. Instead, she just floated one over that was hard to get to and hard to handle. So give the point to Hobbs. And 24-24, we're tied. Great serve. Portales digs it, though. Third contact coming, puts it over. And that's going to be a Portales point. It's just off the hands. That's one of those tough ones when you just reach up and tap it, and it's not a quality hit, and the next person up just can't get a quality touch on it. So that is a tough break for Hobbs. Give the ball to Massey to serve. Portales leading 25-24, but you have to win by 2, and that serve is long. That's the third service error by Massey in this match, and that's an important point. Now we're tied at 25 all. Got to win by 2 once it gets to 25, and a good serve by Hobbs. Third contact coming, a little soft one over the net. Dug, and now a set over there on the right side. A nice hit by Hobbs. Good volley going on. Ball comes in. Hobbs able to grab it, set it, give it to Cunningham. She sends the ball over. Careful play right here. Oh, and then the ball from, I think that was Peyton. Peyton on the left outside hitter location, stabbing it down in the back court. And it was one of those situations where you knew she was going to get the ball with time. Where was it going to be? She was going to come down with a tough stab, and it was just right in the middle of the court, and Hobbs could not get to it. So the point to Lovington, 26-25. Ooh, and third contact coming, just squeaks over the net. They set it, and attempted block at the net. Oh, and it is blocked by Hobbs, but it goes out of bounds. And 27-25, Portales stuns Hobbs in this first set. It was all Hobbs until about 2/3 of the way through. And then Portales caught up, took the lead, and now they have the first set, 27-25. Hobbs is going to have to try to recover from that and win the next set. We'll be back with that in just a couple of minutes here at Tasker Arena. And Hobbs is trailing 1-0 against Portales here. You're watching and listening to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Is our concern. Tech, air conditioning and heating.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new cooling system, ATEC Air Conditioning and Heating, your Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort.
Your comfort is our concern. Tech, air conditioning and heating. Call 392-5307. Tech.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Devon Energy is proud to support Hobbs High School athletic programs. By partnering with Hobbs, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eagles!
And welcome back to Tasker Arena for Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball action here on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan on camera. And Hobbs got surprised by Portales as Hobbs got out to a lead. And they pretty much kept about a 4-point lead on them through at least half of that first set. And then they made some unforced errors. And then Portales just frankly had some good digs and some good volleys and good hits and took the lead. And then at the end of the set and managed to outplay Hobbs and get that 27-25 first set win. So Hobbs is serving for the second, and they make a point right away as Jayla David takes the second contact and just sends it right back down beyond that third row. And nice work by Jayla David. I think Hobbs just needs to kind of settle down. That's her second kill in the game, by the way. Hobbs serving, good serve. Portales able to dig it, but then I think she slipped. I think it was Peyton up in that, no, it was number 2 on Tavetos who was up moving back from that front row, just slipped a little and could not get to the ball. Nice serve, a net serve again, as that was what, Segovia, or is that Lintz? Lintz, okay. Lintz, that's her 4th ace of the game, her second net serve that went over and counts as points for Hobbs. 3-0 Another good serve, hard to return, and Portales could not. As back there trying for it, Bonda and Massey both trying to work for that, and neither one of them were going to be able to get to it to get a quality return. So 4-0, your score for Hobbs. Again, a nice serve. Portales able to dig that one and get it over on the third contact. A nice boom from the right side from Dunlap, but I think did it go out of bounds, or no, it stayed in bounds and hit the line?
Tipped.
Okay, got tipped and sent out. So Portales tipped it and give the point to Hobbs. 5-0, and that's Lentz still serving for Hobbs. And a nice serve. Portales digs it, though. Third contact coming. Strickland with the dig, the set, and Kendall Cunningham trying for the big swing, and she makes a big swing, but it goes long. So the error will give Portales the ball, and they're going to get that to Massey. Massey back to serve. She's got 3 errors on serve for Portales, and that one goes into the net. So she's had her troubles at the service line, either long or into the net. So give the serve back to Hobbs, and they're quickly out to a 6-1 lead. And I believe that is Dunlap serving. Third contact coming. That's Payton. Hobbs digs it. They're setting up Cunningham. Cunningham with a nice ball, but Portales digs it, stays alive. And trying to push it over is Massey. That's Sydney Massey at the net, and does not. It goes under the net. Give the point to Hobbs, and the serve stays with Dunlap. So 7-1 is your score in this second set. Hobbs trying to make quick work and not let them back into this. And this time it does not go over the net, but into the net. So an error on serve. Give the point, and the serve to Portales. 7-2 is your score right now. Looks like Ainsworth. Is that Ainsworth, or is that Ornelas back to serve? Number 6. 6 and 8 look a lot alike. Hobbs digging it. Jayla David trying for the point, and it goes long. It's flagged outside. She didn't quite manage to paint that right corner. I think that's what she was trying for, and missed it. So give the point to Portales, and Ornelas still serving. Ooh, that's a tough one to handle. Strickland with the second hit, and Hobbs trying for the third, and they do manage to get it across and keep it in bounds. But now a little fingertip roll over, and right there at the net, Kendall Cunningham with a big block. Nice.
Jayla David there,
Jayla David, yeah, right there, both of them at the net. But I think Cunningham was the one who pushed it over. Is that right? Both of them in good position where they needed to be at the net. Jayla David now with the serve, and that's a great serve. A lot of spin, tough, but Portales manages to dig it and send it back. Oh, and Lentz, again, she pulls a trick that Portales has been making points on Hobbs all night long. They're used to seeing her set the ball, second contact, usually setting somebody else up. Instead, she sent it over and caught Portales just unaware and not ready. So Jayla David with the serve. Is it going to go long? Yes, it does. So a lot of power in there, but just need to control that and get that in bounds. So give the point over to Portales. And 9-4, Hobbs with the 5-point lead. They're checking Portales check in rotation and sending girls in. That's going to be number 10, Brenna Jewell, in the match for the first time for Portales, and serving. Strickland digs it. Second contact coming. And an attempted kill, but Portales digs it. Third contact coming across, and it's long. And that is going to be an error by Ornelas right there at the net. Sending it long, give the point to Hobbs. 10-4 now. They have a 6-point lead, and it's going to be Kendall Cunningham back to serve. So Cunningham. Nice jump serve. Portales answers. Sends it over on second contact. Again now, Lentz sends it over on second contact. Portales trying to handle it, and from that outside hitter location on the left side, Payton sends it in, but it hits the net. Hobbs ready to block it right there anyway. So Hobbs keeps the point, and the serve, 11-4. Cunningham back, a good serve. Hard to handle, and it is impossible as it becomes an ace. And it was, I believe, Massey back there trying to return that. And instead, Cunningham gets an ace, and Portales wants to take a timeout and talk about it. 12-4. Hobbs is dominating the second set after dropping the first one to Portales. And in the timeout, we'll be back in 30 seconds with more Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball from Tasker Arena.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Welcome back to Tasker Arena. Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball here on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan on camera, and we're here in the middle of the second set. 12-4, Hobbs leading. They are serving. They dropped the first set to Portales, 27-25, a hotly contested first set, and they want this second one badly. Good serve. Sent back over. Third contact coming by Hobbs, and it's right there at the net, blocked by 11 and 8. That's Ainsworth and Fulfer right there. Going to give them both a block on that, as they were right there waiting for Hobbs for that return. So the point and the serve to Portales. Second contact coming. They're setting up. Nice work by Kendall Cunningham from the outside hitter, right side location. That's ball control. She just stabbed it right there in where the back row just could not get to that. So Hobbs 13-5 over Portales now. Strickland back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Nice serve. Portales handles that. Third contact coming. Cunningham first contact. They set things up, and it was Miller who sent it over. Portales returning that. Good volley going on. Ooh, Hobbs is sneaking it back over. And now they set up. Ooh, a good hit by number 7, Dunlap. But Portales able to handle that, send it back over. Cunningham with a big kill, and she does. It stays in bounds, and that's Cunningham's. Let's see, I've got her down for fourth kill now.
Yes.
Fourth kill. So Cunningham having a good match for Hobbs. 14-5, 9-point lead by Hobbs now. Strickland back to serve for Hobbs again. A good serve. Way deep in the back row. Third contact coming. Hobbs first contact. Oh, Lentz sending it over. Portales ready for it. Nice dig. Now third contact coming. Cunningham with a big boom. And Portales ready with the block right there. That was Massey on the left side denying that point that was well played. Up to that point, that was very well played by Hobbs. And 14-6 is your score. Hobbs still leading. Good serve by Portales. Third contact coming. They dig it. Now managed to send it over. Cunningham first contact. Ooh, and a nice sneaky third contact over the center. Oh, and this time, net violation by Hobbs. Give the point to Portales. Yeah, that was tough to handle. Dunlap was right there at the net and just trying to sneak it back over and touch the net with the ball. So Portales getting back into this one. 14-7 now. Hobbs, good volley going on. Third contact now. Massey with the big swing. It goes out of bounds. So give the point to Hobbs. 15-7, an 8-point lead in this second set. They want to win this second set. They lost the first one to Portales. They want to get it 1-1 and then try to get back and win that third set. But you play it right now. They've got to worry about winning this one, and they do have serve. Nice serve. Third contact coming. Pushed over. Strickland. First contact. Big swing by Dunlap. Oh, blocked at the net again. Right there in good position. You have number 2 and number 8. That was Ontiveros and Ainsworth with the block for Portales. So give them the point and the serve. And that's going to be number 7, Banda, serving for Portales. 15-8, Hobbs leading. Ooh, that's a tough one, but it was good work. Strickland was able to get good contact, and then Lentz in the outside hitter location. And yes, they're going to give the point to Hobbs as it was spinning. And I believe they say that Portales dove for it and touched it maybe before it went out.
Yeah, they originally pointed to Portales, but yeah, they changed it to Hobbs.
So 16-8 your score. And I believe, let's see, that's another kill for, was that Dunlap? Who hit that? I think it was. Ooh, tough. A great dig by Hobbs off of that. Oh, and then it falls in front of the net. There's nothing you can do. That's a tight set. We call it a tight set. And when the ball is heading up or down or even sideways and it's so close to the net, there's no way you can make contact and get the ball over without hitting the net. So the point is Portales's, and that is going to be the 5th error on serve for Skylar Massey, and give the point right back and the ball right back for Hobbs. 17-9 your score. Hobbs Eagles leading.
Yeah, Massey not having a good service game
No,
today.
she is not. She's playing pretty well in other, in the outside hitter location, and and that is just a struggle for Hobbs, and they managed to get third contact over the net, but right there to block it, I believe was was it Ontiveros?
Yeah, number
2. Yeah, blocking it. Now she comes out of the game as they'll sub somebody in, and they're going to get that girl into the service rotation. Oh, and a nice hit. I think that was Lentz, or was that Segovia? It was David, Jayla David. So thank you for the sharper eyes. As Jayla David with a kill, right in position. She was really following the ball very well and moving to where she could get the ball over the net. Oh, and serve from Jayla just too strong, too many Wheaties.
And that's her 4th service error.
Yeah, she's
only 3 kills, 3 blocks, an ace, but 4 service errors.
Give the point to Portales. 18-11 is your score. And their serve is going to be long. I believe that was Brenna Jewell. So I think that's her 2nd error on serve.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So Hobbs will have the point, 19-11. They just need to hold serve here if they can. Kendall Cunningham, a great serve. Portales, a good job just to be able to dig it and return it. Oh, nice work at the net, but Portales again digs it, comes up, and third contact, sneaks over. Now a set, and that ball very hard to handle. Palacios did a nice job. Portales recovering. Oh, Strickland with an amazing dig, and then third contact by Hobbs sending it over. Portales just sneaks it over the net, and it goes out of bounds. They say it was tipped, though, so I think Hobbs got a hand on it. So it's going to be Portales' point. What an amazing volley, and a couple of them just great digs, especially Strickland. Unfortunately, Portales ends up with a point. Third contact, got to get it over, and inbounds, Hobbs does. The volley comes back Hobbs' way. Kendall Cunningham with attempted kill. Bob's ball is popped way up, and now sent over. It sneaks over the net. Third contact coming. Oh, Hobbs manages to save it. Here comes Portales trying for the big boom, and Strickland digs it. Beautiful work, Hobbs. Kendall Cunningham, trying to get it over the net for the ultimate point and save, but does not as it goes in the net after such an amazing volley and some great digs again. Portales gets the point and the serve. 19-13, they're sneaking back into this one. 6-point lead, a good serve. Hobbs, third contact, sends it down, and great contact as that was a nice kill by number 3, Miller. I've got that as her 2nd kill. So actually third.
Yeah, that's her 2nd.
Second one, okay, and a block to go with that. So Hobbs 20-13, 7-point lead now. Strickland back to serve for Hobbs. They really need to hold serve and just try to put Portales away in this possession right here, if they can. Nice serve. A deceptively hard one to handle, as you can see. That was just a really great serve. Just enough spin on that. It got and died just in front of that 10-foot line, and Portales just could not make quality contact and able to return that. So 21-13, 8-point lead, Strickland. Oh, this time it goes in the net. So following a really nice serve with an error on serve, but Hobbs still 21-14, 7-point lead. Their libero serving, and it goes long, so give the point, and the ball right back.
And if you're Hobbs at this point, you can just trade points.
Sure, 21-14, they'll take that, although it should be 22. There it goes. They finally put that up. It should be 22-14. And I'm trying to see the number of the Portales libero.
That is Mariah Velasco, number 3.
Okay, Velasco, number 3.
A little hard to see that light red on the gray.
Yeah. Third contact, sneaks over. Hobbs is able to dig it. Beautiful dig. And a nice return by Portales. Again, a great dig by Hobbs. They're looking for a good quality return right there, and they get it from Dunlap. Another kill. She's had a heck of a match tonight. That's her 5th kill. She's got an ace to go with that, and she's been key at the net for Hobbs tonight. 23-14. Hobbs with the point and the serve. A good one. Third contact coming as Skylar Massey tips it over. They set up Jayla David, and she just pushes it over. Really nice work right there. So a kill for Jayla. And 24-14 is your score. It's a set point for Hobbs right here. If they can put it away. Nice serve. And third contact coming. Oh, Strickland digs it. Sends it over. They're setting up. And it's a point for Hobbs, and Hobbs is going to win that. That was actually the 4th touch by Portales. So Portales falls in the second set after winning the first one. Hobbs 25-14. So we are 1-1 and back with the crucial third set coming up in just about 2.5 minutes here on HobbsAmerica.com and Hobbs Sports YouTube from Tasker Arena.
From TDS, order high-speed internet, TV, and phone, and get a $500 prepaid MasterCard. Say again? New TDS customers who bundle internet, TV, and phone get a $500 prepaid MasterCard, all backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee. Internet speeds up to 1 gig available. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. 2-year commitment required. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details. The card is issued by Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC, pursuant to a license for MasterCard International Incorporated.
Eastern New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we're proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Divine Energy Services in the Permian Basin. Divine is more than just an amazing partner in the oil field. They are committed to the youth in the Permian Basin as well. From academics to athletics, you can be assured that Divine is supporting it. Remember Divine Energy for all of your oil field needs. Divine Energy Services, supporting the Permian Basin and the Hobbs Eagles since 2006. And welcome back to Tasker Arena. Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball here on HobbsAmerica.com and Hobbs Sports YouTube. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Jonathan running camera for us. And we are all tied 1 set apiece. Portales won the first one, a hard-fought one, 27-25. Hobbs dominated that second one, 25-14. And now we're here in this crucial third set. And I don't know what the question was about this. But we have a lot of, I really don't know what the celebration was about. Strickland, our libero, was very happy about the outcome of whatever the question was down there. So, and I believe that's still Strickland.
Yep.
The libero, I believe so.
As far as I know, it is.
All right, then. So, Portales will serve, and that is Banda back to do the serve for Portales. It is a good one, and in fact, it goes off the hands of Palacios. as it was a nice serve. Just a bit. It was mostly a dead serve, but there was a lot of power in it. Just a bit of a spin. Enough spin that Palacios just had some trouble getting a good, steady, quality hit on that. So that is the first ace for Banda. And the second one is a net serve, her second error on serve. So give the point to Hobbs and give the ball to them as well. So 1-1 on the board. And it'll be number 1, Mitchell, back to serve for Hobbs. As Hobbs really needs to win this second set. Portales, third hit coming by Massey. Strickland with first contact. And Jayla David trying for the big kill. Portales digs that. Again, third contact coming. Good response by Hobbs. Cunningham with the big boom, but Portales able to dig it. Now Massey trying to put it over, but a nice block over there on the right side. And was that Jayla David?
That was Segovia and David, each one of them, yeah.
Each of them there. So we'll give 2 blocks. So good position for Hobbs as Massey, Skylar Massey was trying for the big boom, and it was blocked right there.
Oh, and
they're going to overturn it. What are they going to say, a net violation on Hobbs?
I guess so. I wasn't looking up. I just saw
so they
the official point to Portales.
They overturned that, so we got to take off the blocks off of the scores for those girls. That's okay. They're both playing very well for Hobbs tonight. Portales 2-1, 1 point lead now, and that is number 12, Taya Rippey, back to serve. Oh, and taking that, usually that first contact is by Strickland right there in the middle, and I think they were both Mitchell. I think there was a little bit of communication error there as Mitchell went down for it.
Yeah, and they're talking about it right now.
Yeah, they are. I think that Strickland was in a better position to be able to try to dig that ball out. So 3-1 your score. This one Strickland does get. Second contact, setting up for the big boom, and it's going to be a net. Nope. They're going to, Hobbs is going to get the point, but I don't know why.
Well, she pointed at the net, but then she pointed the point to Portales.
Down, but I think there's confusion. We're not the only ones confused about this, as Hobbs will get the point and the ball. Not quite sure what the violation was, but it is Hobbs' point. So 3-2, Portales with a 1 point lead, but Hobbs has a chance to catch up and go ahead here with the serve. A good one. Third contact coming. Payton with it over the net. Third contact for Hobbs. Kendall Cunningham right there. And they give the point as a double hit by Hobbs. So again, Hobbs in good position there. Just, in fact, Savannah Stockton out pointing, and I think she's going to put a sub in.
Yeah, she's going to put Jayla David back in. Yeah, she had Unisys Serrano in.
And so
to serve that last time out.
Making a little adjustment here on her front line. And I think with an eye toward service rotation coming up. Third hit, nice boom. It was Segovia over here on the outside hitter location on the left side. And give her a kill, as that was a scorcher in that right corner. And the 4-3 now. Portales still leading by a point, but Hobbs will have the serve again. And a chance to tie it up and go ahead here as they give Porter the ball. Porter going to be serving, and it's a good one, and Portales digs it though. Massey with third contact. They set up Cunningham. Cunningham sends it over, and it hits the top of the net. Skylar, I think it was at Fulfer was there for Portales, getting ready to block it anyway, but it went into the net. So Portales with a 2 point lead and the serve right now. It's 5-3 in this third set. Oh, and Strickland dug that and sent it over, but it was too tight. It was a tight set, too close to the net for any of the Hobbs players to be able to get a handle on it and send it over. So give the point to Portales, and they keep serve 6-3. Third contact by Cunningham sneaks over. Portales going to try to save it, and now Payton with a attempted kill, but Hobbs digs it, and third contact sends it over. Blocked by Portales though. Cunningham trying to sneak it over from the outside hitter location, and it spins into the net. So give the point to Portales. They have gone ahead, and Hobbs wants to talk about it. Your score is 7-3 in this third set. And we will have a timeout and be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball from Tasco Arena.
Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
Out of the timeout, Hobbs needed to take that as Portales is on a roll. They've scored several straight points. It's 7-3, a 4-point lead in this third set, and Portales won the first set, Hobbs the second. Very important third one, and third contact sneaks it over the net, but I think there was a net violation at the same time on that contact there. So give the point to Portales. Too many errors by Hobbs at the net. They're just looking a little uncomfortable in this second set with their rotation. I don't know why. And that is a nice kill by Cunningham in the right, on the outside hitter location over there on the right. So another kill for her. So if Hobbs can just settle down, settle back into it, and maybe this is the turnaround that they need. It's 8-4. They've got to start coming back now. And Cunningham serving for Hobbs. Nice serve. Tough one, but third contact coming. Portales sends it over. It's kind of a tough one to handle. Strickland setting up for that third contact, and over in the corner, Madison Palacios not able to get quality contact and get the ball over the net. So give the point again to Portales. 9-4. Lady Rams are leading in this third set, and that's Payton who is serving. First contact by Strickland, and now third contact over by Hobbs. Big boom attempted by Massey over in the left corner, but blocked by Hobbs. Nice work over there. I believe that was number 3 and number 11.
Yeah, Bennett and Miller.
Yeah, Miller and Bennett. Camry Bennett in the match here for the first time for Hobbs. Strickland back to serve for Hobbs. Good serve. Tough one, as that was just too hard to handle. That was a really good serve by Strickland, because first contact really basically sent it into the net, and there was no way to get good quality contact on the second hit and save that for Portales. So 9-6. Maybe this is where Hobbs starts climbing back into this one. They've got to try to pull even and go ahead, and keeping service is the best way to do it. Holding your serve. And that was another good one by Strickland, but third contact coming, blocked at the net. Point for Hobbs. Wow. Fulfer trying to get that third contact over the net and blocked by Hobbs. I know Jayla David was right there.
Jayla David and Madison Palacios.
So Hobbs with a serve. Again, Strickland up. Another good one. And third contact coming by Massey, and this time she's able. She took a little speed off of that, but still she was able to kind of place that just behind the 10-foot line, and nobody in the neighborhood to be able to try to return that. So give the point to Portales, 10-7, as their libero is serving now. Third contact by Jayla David. Sneaks it over. Beautiful. You expect Jayla David to just come down with a big boom, and when she does that little fingertip roll right over and right down on that 10-foot line, nicely done. So a nice kill for Jayla. And give the point to Hobbs. Now they're just within 2. It's 10-8. Hobbs serving, and a good one. Portales has initial contact. Oh, and a big stab, as that's really the first time Scott or Massey has gone up especially in the center of that, and comes down with a big boom. So her first kill, actually.
Second,
that's right. She had that in the outside hitter location on the left earlier. 11-8, Portales leading by 3. A net serve, though. That's the third service error by Jewel. And give the point to Hobbs. They trail only by 2 now. 11-9 your
I
score.
believe that was Bonda.
Oh, was it Bonda? Bonda. All right, so we'll turn that back up. You're right, number 7, Bonda. That's her third service error. Hobbs with the with the serve. A good one. Here comes third contact. Skylar Massey again, and oh, just inside the line. I thought that was going to go outside, but just inside. And again, man, she has found her rhythm now. That's not a good thing. She's coming out of rotation, though. And that's going to be number 12, Rippey, over there to serve for Portales. And a net serve, that's a really good break that Hobbs has caught, because Portales 12-10. Hobbs trails only by 2, and they get serve back. And they're making some adjustments, and it's going to be, let's see, who's going
Serrano.
back? Serrano going back to serve. Serrano?
Number 5.
Yeah, number 5, okay. Third contact coming from Payton. She pushes it over, and it's pushed right back by Hobbs. Oh ho! Nice free ball coming by Hobbs. First contact. They set up. Oh, and a nice kill. They set up, was that
Miller.
Mitchell or Miller? All right, number 3. Number 3. I couldn't see if it was a 1 or a 3. So a nice kill by Mitchell right there. Just a soft one. She looked and had just enough time to really kind of place the ball just beyond that 10-foot line. So another, and now just within a point, Portales leads 12-11, but Hobbs serving. Nice serve, tough to handle. But Payton over there with the attempted kill, and it is just inside that left corner as she paints it. I don't know if that was skill or luck, but it doesn't matter because the point is the same. 13-11, Portales up by 2. And that's another kill for Payton in this one. I think she's got 4. Hobbs. Big boom attempted by Segovia in the outside hitter location on the left, but it goes in the net. And about 5, look like, I know it's only 3 players, but look like about 5 ready to block it on the Portales side anyway. They're up by 3, 14-11 now. And the serve is good. Hobbs answering. They're setting up Cunningham. Attempted kill. It's blocked and pushed back over, and then goes off of the hands, I believe, of Lentz back there and out of bounds. So again, kind of a lucky one for Portales. 15-11. They have a 4-point lead over Hobbs in this one, in this third set. Oh, and there's going to be an ace by Banda.
So that's Ornelas.
Or Ornelas, rather. And that's her third service ace that I have down.
Yes.
Third service ace by Ornelas, number 6. And that makes it 16-11. Hobbs trailing. They need to get back into it right now. Segovia pushes it over, blocked by Portales, sent back over. Hobbs is ready. Now Portales sends it over. And they set up Cunningham for the kill. Third contact coming. No, that's the 4th. That should be the 4th hit. I thought that was the 4th hit. I guess it was the 3rd. And again, attempted kill by Hobbs, but Portales answers. Payton sends it over. Strickland digs it. And third contact coming. They got to get it over here. They do. Portales answers, though. And it's tipped over. Oh, third contact coming. No way. Segovia is able to get it over there. It was at Lentz on the right-hand location.
Segovia.
Long volley. Good digs by both teams. Incredible. A nice pushover by Hobbs. Portales handles it somehow and gets it back over. Strickland first contact. Oh, a nice pushover by Lentz. But Portales able to handle it. Third contact. Kendall Cunningham tries for the kill. Portales again answers. Sends it over. Hobbs with a good chance. They set up from the outside hitter location. That is Segovia over there, and it's blocked by Portales. What a long volley, the longest of the match so far tonight. Good really recovery. Good transitions by both teams. Some incredible digs and blocks, but ultimately it's Portales' point. 17-11, they lead by 6 in this third set. Third contact, attempted kill by Hobbs. Portales is right there answering, though. And now, thankfully, they catch a break because Sydney Massey puts it into the net. So finally the point for Hobbs. It should be 17-12. They haven't put that up yet, but yes, they finally do. So going back to serve for Hobbs.
It's going to be number 2, Porter.
Is Porter. A good serve. Oh, and it goes out. The return goes out, spinning out of bounds. So Porter with an ace makes it 17-13. Hobbs with a net serve gives up the point right after making a point, makes it 18-13, a 5-point lead by Portales, and give them the ball back. That's Jewel back to serve for the Lady Rams. They lead 18-13 in this third set. And a net serve, an error on serve, her third. Give the ball back to Hobbs. 19-13. Hobbs has got to dig themselves out right here. They need to make points, hold serve. They got Kendall Cunningham back to serve. She just needs to keep it in bounds. She's got a lot of power, but it needs to stay in bounds, and it does. It's a good serve. Portales digs it, though, and they're going to send it over. Strickland with the dig. They set up, and it's a nice one. Dunlap again with a kill as she paints it just inside the line in the right corner, and another kill for her. Give the point to Hobbs. Cunningham back to serve again. 19-14. Hobbs is coming back. They need to complete the comeback right here. Control the ball, control the serve. A good serve. A lot to spin on that, but Portales answers. Hobbs second contact, and it spins over the net. And what a nice return. Palacios gets credited with the kill as she returned it, and there was so much spin coming down. There was nothing Portales could do but watch it hit the floor. 19-15. Hobbs trails by 4. Cunningham back to serve again. A good serve. Again, hard to handle, but third contact coming. Portales gets it over. And a set for Dunlap. She tries the kill. It's blocked and then sent back over by Hobbs. And Portales can't do anything with it. Nice work by Hobbs, as that was a good ball. It went just beyond the back row and trying to go back on it. Nobody could get there in time. 19-16. Hobbs within 3 in this third set. Another good serve by Cunningham. Portales gets it over. And an attempted kill. This time Palacios, too much power. It goes out of bounds. Side out. Give the point to Portales and the serve back. 20-16. They've got a 4-point lead. That's Payton back to serve. And a good one, but Hobbs digs it. Strickland second contact now. Palacios with a good ball over. A lot of spin on it and just could not handle it. Great spin on that. When it got to Jewel, she could not find the handle on it and get a quality hit. It goes in the net. Give the point to Hobbs. They're within 3, 20-17. Strickland back to serve for Hobbs. And some subs coming in from the Portales bench. Strickland back. Again, we just need good serves. A good one. Portales answers, though. Third contact coming. Attempted kill. It sneaks over, goes over the net, but it goes out of bounds. So Portales gets the point and the ball back to serve. As they're going to bring, I believe that was Scott or Massey out.
That's Velasco going back in.
Yep. And Velasco serving. Hobbs with the first contact. They set up. Jayla David spits the big boom, but Portales digs it. Third contact coming over the net. Cunningham to Strickland, passing up. Palacios gets it over. Velasco sends it over. Hobbs so tough, as again, instead of setting the ball, they pushed it over on second contact, and Hobbs scrambled, but not in position to be able to get the ball over. Portales now 22-17, a 5-point lead with a good serve. Hobbs not able to handle that. The return spins into the net and give the point to Portales. 23-17. They have a 6-point lead on Hobbs. They won the first set. Hobbs won the second one. This third one is right now being dominated by Portales, but Hobbs wants a timeout. I think this is a really good time to take the timeout, and we'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds with more Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball here at Tasker Arena.
Our concern, A-Tech, air conditioning and heating.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new cooling system, A-Tech Air Conditioning and Heating, your Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort.
comfort is our concern. A-Tech Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 392-5307. A-Tech.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball from Tasca Arena out of the Hobbs timeout. They wanted to talk about it and try to cool the momentum of Portales because they've got a 6-point lead here. Hobbs handling. Oh, and a nice return. Jayla David slapping that one over. And a lot of spin and speed on that ball, and Portales could not get a quality hit on it to return it. So Hobbs with the point. 23-18, they trail by 5, but they have the serve, and that is Lentz back to serve for Hobbs. She has 4 service aces. We could use some more good serves by her. Portales digs that one. Third contact coming. Hobbs digs it. Strickland setting up Palacios. Tries for the kill. Portales answers. Third contact, pushing the ball over. A free ball, an opportunity for Hobbs. Third contact, pushed over, but handled by Portales. And again, looking. Oh, and a nice point for Hobbs as number 4, Acosta, sends it over, but out of bounds. A side out and a point for Hobbs. So 23-19, Hobbs trails by 4. Another good serve. Portales answers, though. Strickland digs the return. Third hit by Palacios, blocked at the net and goes into the net. So Hobbs loses that point.
Too many times in this third set, Hobbs has been playing way too close to the net. They've just been a little off on their hits, right up close to the net, and not a lot sometimes the girls can do with them.
24-19. This is set point, match point for Portales. Hobbs, important third contact here. Jayla David, attempted kill, blocked at the net. And that is the point. And Portales has beaten Hobbs volleyball here tonight.
Not done yet. We've still got another set.
We've got
to
another
play.
set, but they have beaten them in 2 sets, 25-19, and they have beaten them in 2 sets, but Hobbs has the one. They've got to battle back and win this set to keep this match going. So 2-1, Hobbs is down, but not out. 25-19, the final score in this set. And we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball from Tasca Arena coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Devon Energy is proud to support Hobbs High School athletic programs. By partnering with Hobbs, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eagles!
And welcome back to Tasca Arena as we expected a 2.5-minute break between those sets, and they're bringing it back a little bit early, so I guess we'll bring it back here with them and get ready as Portales has beaten Hobbs in 2 out of the 3 sets so far, but Hobbs has the 1 set, and they've got to win this second set for themselves. This is important, and it's crucial. If they want to keep this going and have a chance to win against Portales, they've got to win this set. They are serving. Portales with third contact, sends it over. It hits the net, but goes over and just dies. And Strickland trying to get a handle on it. Just no room and no place to go.
Fourth kill for Skylar Massey in this one so far, as she's done the most damage.
She started off very slow.
Her and Peyton each with 4 kills,
she started off kind of slow for Portales, but she has really come on in the last set and a half. Hobbs with the third contact. Jayla David gets it over. Portales handles it though. And now they send it over. Second contact by Strickland. Setting up Dunlap. Tries for the kill, but an incredible dig by Portales. Keeps him alive. And off of the hands of Strickland. Third contact just not possible as it goes way out of bounds. Sometimes it hits the hands funny. Give the point to Portales. They're up 2-0 in this important fourth set. It's a must-win set for Hobbs. They've got to battle back. Third contact coming. Dunlap tries for the big kill, but it's blocked at the net. And number 1 and 2, Peyton and Ontiveros, both there for Portales. 3 points to none for Hobbs. Portales with the serve still, and I believe that's Jewel. Is it no, that's 12. That's Rippey back there to serve. Second contact, third coming. Jayla David with a kill, a nice soft one, just puts it down, sees exactly where it needs to go, right on the 10-foot line, and puts it there. So a nice kill for Jayla again. I've got that 2, 3. That's her 6th kill that I've got. 7th now. Okay, and Hobbs with the serve, a good one by Dunlap. Not able to handle, just can't get a quality. That was such a good serve. It was back, way back in that right corner. And
the coach Greenwald hollering that one would have gone out. Pay attention.
Right, but it was, I don't know that it would have gone out. I think it might have hit in just inside in the corner, but Portales loses the point to Hobbs and now loses another point as that one is out. A side error there. Not going to tie everything up at 3. And that is Dunlap back to serve. Good serve. Goes just,
it's in.
It's in. It goes in. I wish the flag, I wish they were, it's hard to tell. Sometimes I think could be a little more definite. I'm just having trouble picking up the flag signals sometimes. Maybe my error, not theirs. Third contact by Portales. They dig it and stay alive, but here comes it comes a side out actually by Segovia in the outside hitter location as give the point to Portales. And now we're tied again, 4 apiece in this fourth set. A must win for Hobbs to stay alive in this match against Portales. And Portales with the serve. Good first contact. Segovia with the attempted kill. Portales digs it. Payton sends it over. Blocked at the net, but Portales sends it back over. Cunningham with the attempted kill. Portales digs it. They send it over. And, I don't know how Portales stays alive. Great returns by both teams. They stay alive at the net. Oh, incredible. As they tip it back over. Portales stays alive. Now Hobbs, second contact. Jayla David with the attempted kill. And what are they going to call? A net violation by Hobbs. Oh, that is so tough after Hobbs played brilliantly. Some really amazing digs by both teams as a long volley ends up with a point for Portales. A good serve, and I tell you what, Segovia able to return that one. Portales stays alive, though. Now Hobbs with third contact. Kendall Cunningham trying for the big kill. Portales digs it. Third contact sends it over. Oh, good dig again by Hobbs, and Kendall Cunningham puts it out over. And Portales stays alive somehow. They push it back over. They set up Jayla David, and Portales digs it. Now Payton puts it over. Cunningham has it. The setup for Segovia. It's blocked at the net. Hobbs survives it. Now Cunningham again, attempted kill. Portales digs it. Payton comes down for the kill, and it's long. Give Hobbs the point. Finally, a long volley that ends up Hobbs' way, with Hobbs winning the point in a hard-fought way to tie it back up.
Yeah, a lot, as you mentioned, a hard volley, but good digs on both sides. There's a couple of hard shots that had to be dug out on both ends.
Some really quick reactions right at the net, over the net, and done without net violations. Hobbs with a good serve, and then it gets to third contact, and Fulfer makes the error in that outside hitter location on the left. Sends it into the net, so give Hobbs the point. 6-5. They lead this one finally. They lead this one for the first time. 6-5. They have the serve, and it's a good serve by Jayla David. Dug by Portales. They send it over, and Hobbs able to softly return that one. Attempted big boom in the outside hitter location. Instead, Hobbs, I believe, gets the point.
Yes, they do. And Segovia will get the block.
Yeah, it's a big block. A nice position as Segovia was in the right place at the right time there. And Hobbs now leading by 2. They must win this set to stay alive. 7-5, a 2-point lead. Jayla David back to serve. Good serve. Oh, such a good serve. And it's going to be an ace. There was so much, there was spin on that ball and speed, but it just kind of died right there inside the line. It had to be, Portales had to try to return it, but David with an ace.
Her second of the match.
And back to serve again as Hobbs with a 3-point lead now. Beautiful serve, a lot of spin on it. This time Portales does dig it, and they return it, and they're able to sneak it over right there on the left side in the front row. And,
it was rippy, just kind of the little fingertip right where nobody was. Nobody in position. Of course, you don't really expect that right there.
Right.
And it cost Hobbs the point and gives the serve back to Portales.
Jewel will be back to serve for Portales. Trails by 2, 8-6. Hobbs lead. And a good serve. Strickland, gets a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. So a side out. And Jewel with an ace, her second of this match, gives Portales a point. Now they're within 1, 8-7 is your score. Portales serving Hobbs. Hobbs needs to get the ball back, get the point back. Third contact, a big boom by Kendall Cunningham in the outside hitter location. Oh, and she hit the antenna. So that's an automatic point, and give up the serve and the point. And now Jewel back to serve. 8-8. Oh, and it sneaks over. It hits the top of the net and goes over. That's a tough break for Hobbs, and that gives Portales the lead back, 9-8. And Jewel with another service ace. And that one hits the net.
And with Jewel, it's pretty much been an ace or an error when it comes to her services.
Right. So 9-all as Hobbs will get the ball back, and Kendall Cunningham will be back to serve. It's crucial. Hobbs has to win this set to stay in the match. And a beautiful, is it going to go in? It's an ace. It goes in just by a ball's width inside that back line. Beautiful. I was so afraid it was going to be long.
And that's what Portales was thinking as they were basically,
looking,
get away from it.
But a nice ace by Cunningham and a good time for Hobbs to go up by a point, 10-9. Beautiful serve again. There's nothing that they could do. That just died right in front of Payton. A good speed and spin on that by Cunningham. And that becomes another service ace for Cunningham. And 11-9 as Hobbs goes up by 2. It's so important right now to have Hobbs turn and tie this up and now go ahead. And they've got to keep this lead. Another good serve. Oh, no, that one goes out instead. That one goes out. That was out by about the same ball's width that the other one was in. So give the point to Portales. They've got the ball back. Payton was serving. Her serve goes long. So give the point right back to Hobbs. And it's 12-10 now. Hobbs back with a 2-point lead. Strickland back to serve for Hobbs in this fourth set. As Portales has won 2 sets. Hobbs 1. They must win this one to stay alive. Beautiful serve. Portales, trouble. Yes, his great spin on that by Strickland. Really pretty serve as Hobbs has got the point, 13-10, 3-point lead. They need to keep it, and Portales now wants to have a timeout and talk about it, so we'll take a timeout and be back with more Lady Eagle Volleyball in 30 seconds from Tasker Arena.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Welcome back to Tasker Arena. Wow, what a fascinating volleyball match we've had here tonight as we're in the fourth set. It's a must-win set for Hobbs, and they are leading 13-10, but it has been close. Portales has been playing very well. Hobbs also has, but we've had a real back-and-forth match, especially in this set, as Hobbs now leading, and they must win this one. Portales is up 2-1. Strickland back to serve for Hobbs. Another, oh, and that one goes long. She had been doing so well for Hobbs at the service line, and Hobbs had made three points off of her serve and gone ahead. Now they're still up, but by 2, and it's their libero who
Velasco.
Yep, who has the ball to serve. Hobbs answers. They're setting up for a little soft fingertip roll, just a soft one, but Hobbs ready for it. And now third contact, a beautiful return by Brianna Dunlap for another kill. Man, she has had, I've got her down for 7 kills.
That is,
yeah,
they've got
Hobbs.
the same thing.
Yeah, as well as an ace.
3 of them.
3 aces on serve for Dunlap as well. So now give Hobbs the 3-point lead, 14-11. Give the ball back for the serve, and Mitchell is in the match now. Back to serve in rotation. Oh, and it sneaks over the net, and it is a point for Hobbs. Oh, I thought that was going to be a net serve. It hit the top and went over, and man, when that happens, it's just a free-for-all. There's nothing. You either get lucky and you're able to return it, or you don't. So 15-11, 4-point lead, another, oh, and that's gonna go long. Oh, after a beautiful serve. And that one just a little bit long. Give the point and the serve to Portales. 15-12 is your score now, and it will be Banda back to serve. Hobbs with a 3-point lead in this must-win 4th set. Strickland first contact. The set for Kendall Cunningham, and she does kill it, as a little miscommunication there between Banda and who was that, number 7, Banda and the libero of Velasco. They both kind of looked at each other, and the ball fell on the court. So a kill for Cunningham. This serve is returned, but on the third hit, that's Skylar Massey hitting it into the net. So another point for Hobbs. Now they're up by 5, 17-12. And Hobbs serving. That's a really nice serve, a deceptively soft serve. Portales had to just hit it right back over, and then Hobbs returned it immediately, and just nice soft kill. And that kill, Jayla David. Beautiful work. Another tough ball to try to return, but on third contact, Portales is able to do it. Then Hobbs sends it over, and now dug by Strickland, and Brianna blocked at the net and sent back to Hobbs, and Portales will have the point. 18-13, still well, no, it should be 18-14. I think.
No, 18-13,
18-13,
that's right.
Is that right? Okay, 18-13, 5-point lead by Hobbs. And it's going to be number 12, Rippey, back to serve for Portales. So Hobbs leading by 5 points. They need to win this 4th set. And the set up for Jayla David. A big boom. Portales digs it, though. Third contact goes over. It's a soft one, but Hobbs ready. They push it right back over. And now another good dig, a set for Dunlap. She tries to put it over. It spins all the way down the net. Oh, and really good play by Hobbs until that final hit, just too close to the net. So give the point to Portales. 18-14, Hobbs still with the lead. They need to get it back, get the ball back to serve. They got to make the point right here, and they can. Oh, but it goes long, as some beautiful hits by Dunlap, but that one is long, and give the point to Portales. Now only a 3-point lead, 18-15, and Rippey again serving for Portales. Mitchell with first contact. They set up Jayla David, and the attempted kill goes over the net. Third contact coming. Portales just sneaks it over, but the point is for Hobbs because it was right there at the net. In fact, I think she touched the antenna again on the right side. So Hobbs with the point, 19-15. They lead by 4 in this 4th set. They got to win this one to stay alive to force a 5th and final set in this match. And I believe that is Dunlap back to serve. A good one. Portales digs it though. 3rd contact coming. A little soft floater. Now Hobbs has Segovia, and it's a point for Portales as, yep, she hit the antenna. So the point for Portales. 19-16, Hobbs leads. And that is Ornelas back to serve for the Lady Rams. Hobbs digs it, and now Segovia with the attempted kill. Portales coming, Payton with the 3rd contact. Strickland digs it. The setup for Jayla David, a soft one, but Portales is ready for it. Then they push it over. Oh, and that is just, it's Lintz with the fist. Just sends it up, and then there's nobody in the front row at the net to be able to try to handle that and get it over. And it was so close to the net, I'm not sure anybody would have anyway. So Hobbs with a timeout, and we'll take it as Hobbs is leading this 4th set, 19-17. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Eagle Volleyball from Tasker Arena.
Hello to Extra Dough from TDS. Order high-speed internet, TV, and phone and get a $500 prepaid MasterCard. Say again? New TDS customers who bundle internet, TV, and phone get a $500 prepaid MasterCard. All backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee. Internet speeds up to 1 gig available. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. 2-year commitment required. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details. The card is issued by Fifth Third Bank, National Association, member FDIC, pursuant to a license from MasterCard International Incorporated.
And welcome back to Tasker Arena. You're watching and listening to Hobbs Volleyball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Out of the Hobbs timeout, we're in the 4th set. It's a must-win for Hobbs as Portales is leading 2-1. Hobbs is up by 2 points, 19-17, but Portales has the serve. Ornelas with a good one. Hobbs digs it. 3rd contact coming. Got to go over. Kendall Cunningham gets it over, but now Portales answers and hits it into the net. A nice work right at the net. I think Palacios was there to block it in case it went over, and Jayla David right there with her. But it wasn't a block because it went into the net first, but they were there ready for it. So give Hobbs the very important point. They lead 20-17. Jayla David back to serve, and it goes long. Give Portales the point. And the serve back, 20-18. Hobbs still leading by 2, but they've got to get the ball back, get the point right here. Jewel to serve. She's got 3 service aces, but 4 errors on serve as well for Portales. This one, 2nd contact. Hobbs is able to get it over the net, but it goes side out. Give the point to Portales. Now they're within 1, 20-19. As Jewel back to serve again for Portales. And it hits the net but goes over. 2nd contact. Kendall Cunningham just kind of out of position and did what she could. She jumped up trying to hit it, but it goes down into the net instead. And now we're all tied up at 20 in this 4th set. Hobbs must win this one to move on to the 5th and deciding set. Strickland digs it. They set up Kendall Cunningham. She tries to kill it, but the block over there on the left side, Payton was there for the block, and I didn't see who else. Fulfer was there as well. It's like 5 blocks for Fulfer. So give Portales the 1-point lead, 21-20. Strickland, 1st contact. Now they set up Palacios, or no, that was Miller with the contact. And now, a net ball, but it goes over for Portales. Hobbs has to answer. Kendall Cunningham with a great block, a great kill, and it's too much for her to handle. I think that was Tyler Rippey over there. No, that was maybe Payton who made that error. Just could not. Great ball hitting by Cunningham. She gets another kill, and she gets the ball to serve. We're tied 21-all in this 4th set. Beautiful serve. Kind of a tough one to handle, but 3rd contact coming, and it's a net ball ready to block it right there. Were number 10, Lentz and Miller, but it went into the net. 22-21, Hobbs leads. Kendall back to serve. A beautiful serve. 3rd contact coming. Payton puts it over. Hobbs digs. Strickland sets up Segovia. She sends it over. Portales handles it. Third contact coming into the net, as that's Ainsworth who hits it into the net, gives Hobbs a 2-point lead now and keeps the serve 23-21. Kendall Cunningham back to serve. And Portales wants to take a timeout. Again, more than anything, I think just to slow the momentum of Hobbs, as Hobbs is leading by 2, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with more Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball from Tasker Arena.
New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we're proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
And out of the timeout, as it's 23-21, Hobbs leading this fourth set by 2 points. Kendall Cunningham back to serve for Hobbs. They must win this set. They are trailing 2-1 here. And a beautiful serve by Cunningham. Portales digs it. They managed to get it over on third contact. Now the setup for Segovia. Portales answers. It's spinning, but it's sent back over. And the setup now for Segovia. Attempted kill, but it comes back, and then it's sent into the net. So the point is for Portales, 23-22, as really that was problem there, as Hobbs was there at the net, but there was not enough room from the return, between the return and a chance to hit that safely over the net. So unfortunately, the point for Portales, and give them the ball to serve too. Payton to serve. Hobbs leads by 1, 23-22. Cunningham with the attempted kill, and it's blocked at the net, as that is Fulfer with another big block. And now we're tied again, 23-all, and Hobbs wants to talk about it now, so we'll take another timeout. And we are here at Tasker Arena with more Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball coming up.
Mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
And out of the Hobbs timeout, back to Tasker Arena. We're tied 23-all in this fourth set. This is a must-win set for Hobbs, but Portales has the ball. Payton is back to serve, and second contact dug by Strickland. Third contact over. Hobbs is able to save that. And now this ball goes long, and Hobbs catches a break as Skylar Massey sends the ball out of bounds. On that side out, the point goes to Hobbs, 24-23, and they could win this set right here. Set point, 24-23. Strickland back to serve for Hobbs. A good serve. Portales answers. It's sent over on second contact. Instead of setting it, Portales hits it over and hits it inbounds in the corner. Nobody there. Portales ties it back up, 24-all.
And it looked like Jewel was thinking about setting it. Then she saw that just big old space in there, and she was kind of off balance a little bit anyway, and made a pretty good hit.
She punched it over. Yeah, she did. She punched it over, and now Portales with a serve, and Hobbs tries to do the same thing. It's blocked and sent right back over, and now Dunlap tries to send it over. Hobbs with good recovery there. Dunlap with another attempted kill, but Portales is ready. Third contact, and this one is dug. And they set up Dunlap for the attempted kill, and it goes out. It's long. And now Portales has the edge, 25-24, and they get the serve. And now they could win right here. 25-24. This is possible match point. Hobbs answers. Dunlap sends it back over. Oh, a good return, but Portales is right there, and with the kill at the net, it's Skylar Massey with the final point, and Portales wins the fourth set 26-24, just like that. They beat Hobbs 3-1 here at Tasker Arena. Wow, some really exciting play here in this 4-set match. We'll be back to wrap it up in just a couple of minutes here from Tasker Arena as Portales beating Hobbs, but we'll be back to talk about it in just a couple of minutes here. And you'll be watching and listening more on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Divine Energy Services in the Permian Basin. Divine is more than just an amazing partner in the oil field. They are committed to the youth in the Permian Basin as well. From academics to athletics, you can be assured that Divine is supporting it. Remember Divine Energy for all of your oil field needs. Divine Energy Services, supporting the Permian Basin and the Hobbs Eagles since 2006.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
Your comfort is our concern. Tech, air conditioning and heating.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new cooling system, ATEC Air Conditioning and Heating, your Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort.
Your comfort is our concern. Tech, air conditioning and heating. Call 392-5307. Tech.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, it was just too much Portales at all of the wrong times for Hobbs, and Hobbs with a lot of errors on serve, and Portales was just some really good play tonight as Hobbs, we said before the match, Hobbs could not afford to take them lightly tonight, and Portales came in and surprised them, I think, in that first set with a 27-25 win. Hobbs came back and they were able to win 25-14, and then Portales won the third set 25-19, and then Hobbs really battled. They battled back and forth, and finally it was a 26-24 win in the fourth set, the deciding set for Portales. They end up winning 3-1 here, and very quickly going through the stats, we've got, we'll start with us. We've got Jayla David leading with 8 kills, 5 blocks, 2 aces. We have Cunningham with 7 kills, 2 blocks, 3 aces. We also have Miller with 4 kills, 2 blocks. You've got Dunlap with 7 kills and 3 aces. Dunlap and Cunningham both with the 7 kills. And then you've got Lentz with 2 kills, 4 aces, a block. You've got Segovia with 2 kills, 2 blocks. You've got Palacios with a kill and 2 blocks. Porter with an ace. You also have Strickland with an ace, and Lentz with 2 kills, 4 aces, and a block. Bennett with a block. So that's the scoring for Hobbs and for Portales. Your leading scorer, we have 2. You have Payton with 5 kills, 3 blocks, and an ace. You have Massey with 5 kills and a block. Then Ontiveros with 2 kills, 5 blocks. Ornelas with 3 aces. Banda with an ace. Ainsworth with 3 kills, 2 blocks. Jewel with 3 aces. Fulfer with 2 kills and 6 blocks. She was the leading blocker for Portales, and Rippey with 2 kills and an ace. And then Massey, the other Massey, Sydney Massey, with 2 blocks. So, wow. I mean, you look at the score sheet and you have more kills and more action for Hobbs on the score sheet. But Portales had more blocks and came up with the kills and the points on serve that Hobbs did not get.
Yeah, and just fewer service errors overall in the game. That's really what spelled the difference for Hobbs, was too many service errors, and especially in that 3rd and 4th set, they just got a little bit off kilter and started playing too close to the net, and there was nothing that their outside hitters could do with them.
And Hobbs and Portales both had some really long volleys, very exciting volleys, but most of those long volleys ended up in points for Portales, and that's important to note as well. So we'll wrap things up. We're getting the lights blinked on us, so we'll wrap things up and just let you know again, with this, Hobbs falls to 2-4 on the season. Next up for them next Tuesday, they get a nice long week break. Next Tuesday, they're going to be at Mayfield in Las Cruces. And next up for Portales, they now have a 1-0 record. They will be playing this Thursday night against Clovis. So we will be back in action soon. We'll let you know. Be watching for game day posts on the next action for Hobbs that we'll have for you here on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com and on our cool Facebook page. I'm Dawn Morgan for TJ Miracle. Great work tonight and great work on camera from Jonathan. Thank you very much. And that's it from Tasker Arena as Hobbs falls to Portales 3-1. And that does it for tonight. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for watching and listening.